Hello everyone, my name is Mr. GG. This is coming out pretty late. I don't know what time it is for other people in other countries. But yeah. Anyway, where we last left off, Izuku just got into class with Mei. And, well, Ida was being Ida to Bakugo. Bakugo turns in to see Izuku with a girl in arm. Now Bakugo wants to make a remark, but he instantly remembers the last time he picked on Izuku, it didn't end well. Like, at all. As that point, Mei and Izuku head to the back and just sit there to wait for the teacher to wake up. Now, Izuku does know Aizawa is there and all that, but during this time, Ida comes and says, "You should apologize to me, this, that," being Ida. And Izuku says, "Why should I apologize to you? I did nothing wrong to you. As far as I know, you're the pain in my ass." As well, he goes to resent that mark. Izuku closes his voice box and, well, pushes Ida back to the front of the room. Ida wants to go move, but he can't. He's stuck in place, and it looks like he's moving in slow motion. Everyone's wondering what that is, as Mei says, "Babe, that's enough." Then he's learned his lesson. As Izuku lets go of Ida, Ida's wondering what happened and why he couldn't move. As he goes to bug Izuku again, Izuku just force chokes him, as he's getting pretty annoyed right now. As he says blatantly, "Look, I don't like you and you don't like me. Now, let's just do the civil thing and you piss off and leave me and my girlfriend alone. And, well, I won't hurt you." As he drops Ida gasps for air and all that. Now, the one taking notes on this is Todoroki. He's wondering why this kid is so strong. Is he almost got a love giant? No. And he's also wondering what those things were, those sabers. Now at this point, Mei grabs Izuku's attention as he says yes, and she brings him in for a kiss. And that's just her way of saying time to settle down. As he says, "Very well." As he sits down in his chair next to Mei in the back of the class. You know, everyone knows these two are dating due to that little thing they did. And, well, right now, at this moment, Aizawa wakes up, saying, "You're all too loud, and you piss me off." As he turns to Izuku, saying, well, yeah. Now, This is when Isaiah says we're gonna have a quirk field test. Yeah. Izu follows this advice and goes and does it, with May close behind him. Now, people in the class right now. I have all the originals except for Toru. She is replaced with Kendo. Monoma, no. Naval Laser Guy is replaced with Shinso. And Ibarra will be replacing Mineta. Now, as that happens, they head to the changing room and they see how ripped Izuku is. He doesn't look it, but he's very ripped. As Kirishima says, you're very manly, and how did you get like that? He says, I train a lot, considering I have to train a lot to keep my power in check. As he says that, Mineta is around, about to say, hey guys, look, I think this hole leads into the girls' locker rooms. As he's about to open his mouth and look through the hole, Izuku basically grabs Mineta by the neck, using the force and choking him. And just stating, if you look through that hole, I would electrocute you. You've got that? As Mineta is choking, saying, yes, as he lets Mineta down and covers, Izuku uses the force to collapse a bit of cement around the hole to cover it. Now, the person listening in is Jiro. She says, hey mate, your boyfriend? And she says, Izu? Jiro says, yeah. He just stopped the little pervy guy looking into our locker rooms. And she says, yeah, he does that. He's more the privacy kind of guy. And understands boundaries. As that being said, they head out to the testing area. Since Izuku got first, he's been given the ball first. Now, quick side note. Razorhead cannot turn the force off. The only thing he can turn off is One for All. That's it. Considering Izuku was born with the force, it's not exactly a quirk. Now, as Izuku throws the ball, it goes pretty far, because I'm going to say Razorhead wants him to do it without the quirk, and then with. As that point, he gets around 2,000 to 3,000 meters, which is still pretty fucking good. As Al says, I said without your quirk. Izuku just replying with, I did it without my quirk. That's just my physical strength. As Izawa's jaw just drops, saying, that was just pure strength. As Izuku says, yeah, I mean, I work out a lot, and I kind of balance that with my mental state as well. As I was taken back by this thing, So this kid doesn't just rely on his quirk, he relies on his body as well. Looks like this young man's had quite a lot of training he's been doing. Now, he says, alright, now do it with your quirk. Now I want to say Eraserhead doesn't do it to Izuku because he's got perfect control over it. As Izuku charges up one for all to, I'm going to say before the store started, I'm going to say he's around 50 to 55 comfortably, 60 to 70 uncomfortably, 75 to 80 to 90 is when he starts breaking his muscles and training them, and 90 to 100 and plus on, he breaks his bones. Now, that being said, that happens, and Izuku gets infinity. As that happens, let's cut to, because Bakugo is in his head saying, damn it, that kid got stronger. As we cut to a scene into the locker room, as everyone asked what happened and how he got that scar, as he says, that villain over there did it to me, and it's my own fault for bullying him. As they say, huh, lightning? As he does, my quirk's very versatile. As they say, what is your quirk? He just says, a type of telekinesis. Telekinesis? As he says, more or less. Now, I'm saying more or less because the boy can teleport, fucking create lightning, have visions, can see, have hollow fragments, can slow people down, and all that. Lovely. Is a master in both one-handed and two-handed lightsaber battle. And he doesn't always need to use his hand, he just does it for effect. That being said, Izuku throws the ball with one for all, about 55%. Chucks it. It started to go down as Izuku uses the force to send it to outer space. Wait, no. The ball reaches the ozone layer, and Izuku just gives it one little more push by using his quirk to send it, well, basically flying. It goes past the moon. Wait, no, it hits the moon, because the moon's pretty fucking far away. So yeah, that happens. As you see Aizawa's phone just go, error. As he says, huh, kid, how strong are you? As Izuku says, I don't know, I never go all out. As Aizawa says, really what happened if you go all out? As Izuku just says, I don't know, actually. I just know that it'd be very, very, very bad. And I have to keep my emotions in check. And he says, that's probably why I do a lot of meditation training, yes. Now, Tokiyami hears this and says, I'm gonna fucking talk to him to get some pointers out on my quirk. Ah, yes, I forgot to do some things. Izuku can create darkness and light by using the force. And no, you can't say he can't do that, because he can't. It's in canon. Shut the fuck up. They're very powerful techniques, however. And since Izuku is efficient in both, he can use both. As well as mind tricks and all that. As I'm gonna say, Izuku, Kaminari asks, what else can you do? As he just waves, I'm an idiot. As Kaminari says, I am an idiot. Everyone says, well, that's not... Hang on, did he just say that after you said it, or... As Izuku says, yeah, it's called mind trick. I can persuade people to do anything I want. Really? As he proceeds to do it again to Kaminari, turning him into a chicken. So it's like a form of brainwashing. No, it's more of a way of putting a suggestion in the mind. Anyway, that happens. Izuku gets first in everything. Because, well, it's Izuku. Now, All Might's watching his new successor, saying, that boy is very strong, but I wonder why he doesn't go all out. And, well, yeah. Also, Izuku's already had visions of the previous successors, but he does not have access to Black Wit or Float yet. As I say, yet. We'll be getting notice very soon. As Nana Shimura asks, you're a very strange young boy, Izuku Midoriya. As Izuku says, what do you mean, Nana Shimura? As she says, this is very odd. It's like, I'm a clone of someone from a distant past. As she says, who? A man named Starkiller. I forgot his real name. I think it was Gento something. Now, anyway, back to the story. Izuku gets first in everything. He even beats the 8-arm guy. And, yeah, and it happens. Let's cut to the heroes vs villains. I think that's like a week after. Also, Meruda's kicked out, so Ibara is in. She introduces herself and says what her quirk is. And all that. Also, Shinso's taken a liking to Izuku due to what he can do. And he helps Shinso train his body. Izuku also knows some hand-to-hand combat, considering he doesn't always use the lightsabers. Considering those can kill people. Now, I could have Izuku put a dial on them and make it look like they're still stable, but if they go through someone, they're just gonna badly tase them. Which really wouldn't make sense to me, because it's concentrated light. So I'm gonna say, if he uses it on other people who just won't use them, he would use hand-to-hand combat and that. Because murder is illegal. Now, anyway, that happens as time goes by, and a week goes by, and this is when All Might comes in. Izuku says, hello, All Might, and as All Might says, hello, young Midoriya, hello, May, hello, young Hatsume. As everyone says, All Might, as All Might says, I know their parents, so of course they know me. And he goes, that makes sense. As they go, wait, Midoriya. And Izuku, aren't you, the child of two famous explorers? Yeah, I am. As everyone says, how can you understand all the odd tech they bring back? As Izuku says, I don't know, just can. It says it's a straight up lie, because he's not telling them their origins. But the only person he knows is May, his parents, and Toshinori. Now, his parents also know of One For All because, Toshinori was at their house. Now, I'm gonna say, Izuku's dad is old friends with All Might, so that's a bit more background. The only reason he doesn't call All Might uncles because he wasn't really around that much. And maybe for Christmas every now and again, or something. I know I'm changing a lot, but I don't really give a shit. Should I plan this out better? Yes. Will I plan things out better in the future? I don't know. I really don't. But remember, I don't write scripts. I probably never will, to be honest. I've also got to get The Outsider's Mark complete. I also remember who I gave One For All to. So, yeah. Keep an eye out for that when I get back into it, please. Anyway. This is when the heroes vs villains start. And Izuku's walking out in his hero costume with his blades out on the side. As everyone asks him, what are those? And they see Mei come out in her Stormtrooper outfit. Now, the colour scheme, I really don't know. Probably something similar to Izuku's colour scheme, but I really don't see that on Mei. Should keep the white, probably have a bit of black, green, and I guess pink. Yeah, as she's not real big into the steampunk kind of stuff, but she will dabble in it every now and again because it does something that is something that interests her. Now, as the teams are drawn and all that, I'm gonna say Izuku and Mei are the villains, and Bakugo and Ida are the heroes in this. Now, Izuku's just getting ready Sith way. As he's walking around pacing, Mei's just seeing what he's doing, as she says, "Huh, so you're doing it the Sith way, that way this time." As he says, "Yep." As Izuku doesn't lose complete control, but his eyes do change a little bit to it doesn't say permanently, dark side color. Now, Izuku can, he's supposed to be dark or light, but most of the time he's both at the same time. So that's the reason why Darth Revan's there. You don't know who Darth Revan is? Once a Jedi, mind control to become Sith, then broke out of that, became Jedi. I think, from memory, that's how that happened. Yeah. And why he's both? Because he's dabbled in both. Now, anyway. As that happens, he comes out sporting his hero outfit. He's getting ready the Sith way. And Mei is just setting up traps along the way. And she's letting her boyfriend just get ready. Now, people are running what he's doing. As they see him standing in a dark room. Now, the reason it's dark is because Izuku's blown the fuse. Basically found where the electrical system is and turned that off. Basically shocking it off and breaking it. Which is lightsaber. Now, Bakugo goes to go check if the power can be turned back on. And it can't, because it's basically got a big melty hole in it. As they say, shit, Izuku cut the power. As Ida says, doesn't mean that he can't see. As they say, don't know. As they hear a pew, laser blast, and that hits Bakugo in the chest. Now these are stuns, not the actual thing. Considering the actual thing can kill people. Now anyway, as that happens, Bakugo is stunned and seriously injured, but not too bad, because he still gets up. Now Mei's tricked out a helmet for night vision, heat signature, cognitive signature, and all that. Izuku can already see in the dark. Because I'm going to say he's got a few ways of using the force on his eyes to enhance them. As Bakugo's going to use his explosions to see, and Ida can't see shit with the metal armor he's got on. Now, that being said, Mei makes her way upstairs, as she says to her boyfriend, to Izu, they're coming, as he says, alright, just get behind a pillar and I'll handle this. As she says, okay, be safe, darling. As he says, I will. As before she goes, she gives him a kiss and go hides behind the pillar. And this is when Ida and Bakugo come upstairs. They don't see anything until Bakugo sees, well, hears a saber sound go off. And, well, the purpose of this being turned on is to damage Bakugo's wrist gauntlets. Because Izuku can tell that they're going to be the most dangerous thing. As he cuts one in half and scratches the other one, but the other one is no longer able to be used. Now, how do you do this not without cutting Bakugo's arms off? He did it in not downwards but a crossway. As he turns the blade off again and jumps up, hanging off the roof. Now, the cameras have night vision on, so they're seeing what Izuku is doing. As they say, hey, why is he on the roof? And wasn't that thing so dangerous? How did he not cut their arms off? Almost as, well, he's had many years to test and train with that thing, by the looks of it. And from what I've heard, he built it himself. As they say, wait, he built it himself? Yes, and regarding Mei's armor, Izuku was able to fix it and, well, give it to her, because it's more stronger than the armor there are in these days. It's even stronger than my costume. As I can't even break it, but the only thing that can cut through it is Izuku's blade. As I say blade, he has two. One that is black and one that is white. As they say that, Bakugo is stumbling his way through, using explosions to see where the bomb is. He says that he goes to make a run for it and gets immediately knocked out. Ida hears is a big crash because... Oh, I was loud on that, sorry. Here's a big crash because, well, basically, Izuku used the force to push through Bakugo into a wall. Now, you're wondering why the window? Where isn't there a window? There is no window in this. It's in a room that has no windows. Now, that being said, Izuku Ida's left by himself, stumbling through and hitting poles left and right. Now with that, Izuku turns down the lightning to a bare minimum, just enough to paralyze him. As he shocks Ida, and Ida falls down paralyzed and out cold. As Orbit says, villain team wins. As Zuko and May come back, they say, "How did you do all that? I thought your power was telekinesis." As he says, "More or less." I said more or less. As Abara is also very interested, same as Tail Guy, saying, "How did you use those blades? They look dangerous." And he says, "Well, they are. They can cut through anything. I made these through a special crystal that I got off on a different world." As he says, "No, I cannot get you any. Sorry. These were the last ones of their kind." Which is not a lie, but not the complete truth. You can go get them. He just doesn't see the point because they don't know how to use the Force. And he's just going to be relatively giving... Thinks best reference I can give is a child with a stick. Yeah. As they're talking to Izuku and all that, Fucker comes in yelling at Izu, saying, "You destroyed my gauntlet, you could have cut off my arm." As Izuku says, "Could have, but I've used these weapons for quite some time. I've had them since middle school. And I know how to use these better than anyone. Not even May knows how to use these." She says, "Well, I kind of do." And she says, "Kind of. I'm still making your blade." She says, "Yeah, it's just not like yours." She says, "Nope. Different material, but works the same, I guess. Just doesn't sever people's limbs off." Well, it can, but he just doesn't want it to. That being done, everyone's goes the same. And all that. Now, how long has it been going on for? I'm going to land it off here. And next thing is the USJ. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.